Buongiorno and welcome back to Koi Fish Johnny. Okay, so in this episode we're going upbeat, we're going to make serious movements and make progress towards sticking my home office there at the back. Okay, so as you can see, we've got everything lined out perfectly. Big 4-inch line, 1.5-inch return line. You can pretty much see, in fact let me show you there a little bit more. So you can see that's what I've just been down the shop and bought at my local koi dealers, which I'm going to be going back to shortly. I've got the WDF-05 there, and I've also got over here some bits and pieces that were left over from when I fitted the Tempest, and also when it went in. So when you do fit your pond, make sure that you keep all your little bits and bats knocking around, because you never know when you need them. Okay, so I've just done a parameter check, everything's okay. After the dramatic and unfortunately fatal potassium permanganate treatment, I've been on things quite vigilantly, okay? Because it is the same week as that's just happened. I've randomly got an old rag here, or an old t-shirt, because that's going to be wiping off the excess of the WDF-05. And also, on a point of that, it's just reminded me, if I can find it, I'm going to crop it in now. The person that wrote the original WD-40, so not WDF, WD-40 ad, back in the day, I can't remember what decade it was, but I remember reading it and it's amazing. So I'm going to crop this in now and you can have a little read of it. It is so funny. I mean, marketers these days couldn't write something like this. Have a little read of that. Okay, so I'm sure you'll agree with me, that is a very funny ad. But back to the job at hand. We need the opposite of WD-40, we need this stuff. This is the old tin that I've got just in reserve, because it's better to have more than less. Same with all the fittings there. I've got more than I need, because I spoke to Dave, my koi dealers, and he says, have more than you need, because you don't want to be racing all the way over, like doing a 15-20 minute drive and back to pick up one 90-degree bend. So take more than you need. They'll give me a credit note at the end, and I may even scoop up a couple of fish with it. But for now, we need to go and look at the job in hand. So, oh, I forgot to go through everything here. What am I doing? Lost my head. Right, this is the saw I bought, PVC saw. Really relevant. I'm going to take it with me around the back in a minute to explain why. This is the 1.5-inch bolt cutters that have glued themselves to the packaging. Obviously, quite emotionally attached. This is one 90-degree bend I had left over. That's a 4-inch pipe that I hopefully won't need because it looks disgusting, but if I do, it's there. It's been stored around the back. I've got 1.5-inch little pipe there as well, but I've got everything that I need there and more. Okay, I need this because I need to get as close as I can round the back here to the wall. Complicated figuring out that big word there, wall. Okay, so I'm just going to walk around here and flick you around. Anyone that's seen my last few episodes, or the home office episodes, will know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to have to lose my head off this screen and show you that way, okay guys? So, let's go. In we go. This is what I'm talking about here. It looks further out on camera there, but I'm going to have to cut this there. Right on the edge. Okay? Right on the edge. In order to get something that I've already forgot. So 1 second, I'll go and get it. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've got the apparatus needed. Anyone that's seen the episode of when I fitted the Tempest, I did this as an example randomly. Glued that female part there, female part, to the end of the 90-degree bend of this, which was actually quite a cool video. I enjoyed it. It was my first time using the WD-04, but randomly, check this out. Now I've cut myself off. In fact, no, I'm not. If we just go up there, this fits, if you can see, perfectly there. So that will literally sit against the wall, lower down, on that, and come around this part. Okay? So that is the part that's going to go straight on. That's going to be the first thing I do, because to isolate the Nexus, we're going to have to use this strange little contraption that does look extremely dodgy. Look, it looks like, I'm not even going to say what that looks like. but it looks like one of them. This is a bung, so it's going to be bunging stuff up, but it's got to go in my high return. So the other side of that return there, I've got to put it in the pond. Other than that, I've got to drop in water. Thanks to the people that commented on my last few videos and said get yourself a bung, Jamie included. Hopefully I won't have to go in the pond, because if I go in the pond and I'm stood in the corner of the pond twiddling with this at about this height, and somebody sees me twiddling in the corner of the pond at about a peculiar height, they're gonna think something weird is going on. And something weird is going on, but not as weird as it would look. And I'll probably get it reported to the RSPCA for fish abuse, and we don't want that. And that isn't what's going to happen. This is just going to go in the hole, we're going to tighten it up, and I really, 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 really hope that nothing comes out of there. So, first jobs first. I'm going to get that bung in, so then we can drop this Nexus down and get rid of all of its water. As you can see, the 4-inch return down there has a massive big ball valve on it. So we are sorted with that one. We're sorted with that. We just need this bung to work and get that cut off and that contraption on there located onto it. The one thing that I forgot is, because it's always beneficial to, wow, I've gone dark. One thing I forgot is it's always beneficial when you're doing this to do a dry fit before you do everything, because with a dry fit you can just disconnect it and it's done. You glue it in, you get something wrong, you're up the street. That, you know what street I'm talking about, that street. So when I'm putting it round here, I thought, what can I hang it up with? And then I thought, I've got loads of bag ties, so I'm going to bring the bag ties down and I'm going to put bricks across the top, put the bag ties over it, and just hold the pipe over around the side, okay? And that will help me with my dry fit. Okay, that's another little top tip from Johnny with his plug. Okay. Right, okay, so I'm going to get cracking with this. I'm not going to be recording every single part because I do want to enjoy actually doing this, but you guys are part of the journey, and I have got like a certain window that I need to get this job complete because it's raining for the next 7 days and the kids will be knocking around. So wish me luck. Okay guys, so because the pond water is clear, I can see the return is here, 1.5 inch return. So I'm going to rock this little thing in, plug. I keep calling it plug, it's not plug, it's a bung. Trying to find the hole. Whoa, it's a tight fit this. Got to get it right down, get it right small. And I think I'm going to have to be a bit forceful with my approach. Okay, right, the bung is in, and all you got to do is tighten her up, and I can feel her spinning round. Ooh, some funny noises. Oh, that's a Nexus because I'm dropping it. Okay, I'm going to get my hand in. Okay, I give that a little tug, seems like it's in place, tight like a tiger. Okay, so the bung is in on the 1.5. I'm hoping that'll stop the water coming through when we saw through the pipe. The 4.5 inch ball valve is fingered, and we are dropping the water of the Nexus. Okay, one of the things is the water from the centre chamber is fine, that'll end up and come straight out the valve, but as you can see there are 2 exits. This one's for the centre, and the smaller one randomly is for the outer chamber, I believe, which I've never used. So I can't really attach anything to that. I can't get a bucket in that area, so I'm just going to be dropping the water from that area into that area, which is not ideal, but it is what it is because I can't lift this up on my own full of water. Dave says it's going to be a struggle lifting this up when it's empty anyway, with all the media in it and remaining water. But what Dave don't know is I've got 22 centimetre pythons, or 22 millimetre pythons, one or the other. I ain't got Hulk Hogan's bad boys ever, not no more, as confirmed by the wife. Now I'm big bellied, little armed. Okay, so I'm gonna get cracking with this, try and get more water out. Still got me old fingers crossed. Okay guys, another little cool point is a lot of people don't show the, which I learnt this off Big Phil G, who I love, the centre part of the Nexus comes out for cleaning. You can see it's manky there and dirty, but I'm not going to clean it before moving it, I'll clean it after moving it. But then underneath, you can see here, in fact I'll slide me out of the view. you can see there that the inside of that, water comes in through the media in the middle, the clean water goes down through there and into the outer chamber. The one thing that you can see is drop in there. We've only got that amount, so that amount left until it stops coming into this chamber and out via that route, which is where you drop your dirt to. Which means from that level I'll have all that on the outside plus the part in the middle. Part in the middle is not a problem, I can get a bowl, get rid of that. Part on the outside is a problem, I'm going to have to open up the little valve and just have it all wet there for a while. Okay. Good news, my little terrapins of love. I've sawed that off. It was well hard. It's a tight area to get into. I couldn't get my tool into this extremely tight area because this was in the way to saw and everything was thingy. But I've isolated it from this little part, from this ball valve further back. I've cut that, and El Bungo has bunged it up. So we won't have to drop all the water. I'm buzzing about that one. That's empty, the Nexus. Most of the stuff's out of the way. I've cut it as low as I can, the 4-inch, so I can get the 90-degree bend on it, so it can come across here, up here, and onto Johnny's disco dance floor. Which, to be honest, I was looking at this, if you can look from a distance. I've got to level it out properly yet. But if you look from a distance, that's a lovely little dance for that. But the only problem is it's probably in the wrong place, because if I get my groove on, there, I mean, there's no one to see me dancing. Who wants to dance and nobody to see him? Anyway, I'm off now to move this Nexus. After Dave said I wouldn't be able to move it. It's on, son. Okay guys, so let's see whether I'm man enough to move this. See what weight's in it. Well, that's not a great start, but it moved. Okay, nothing in the way. That's fallen over. It's alright. Looks like one of the rotatable things. It's going to be actually a little bit harder than I thought with all this bits hanging off it. It's not like it's brand new when I plonked it in. Okay, so I've just tried moving that. I know all the wiggly bits hanging off. It's going to be a little bit harder than I thought, so I'm not going to be able to record it, but I will get it in, I assure you, even if I have to rope in the wife told, the big dangly rod, the thing that's coming off the side. I'll show you what I mean so you don't think I'm being weird. This here, this is causing me some bother, this part, because it's just coming off a big rod and I don't want to damage it, so I might just draft the life in to hold my rod. Hi guys, and welcome back. First things first, good news and bad news. Good news, it's located, it's rocking and rolling, it's level, we're happy. Bad news, El Bungo has let us down. I've just been banging the bung and to try and tighten it, and I've got it sorted to a drip. I'll just show you, 1 second. You can see there, the smallest of drips. Drip, 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 drip. But using WD-04, that's going to be a problem, I think. So I'm going to persist on trying to tighten it and tighten it and tighten it. I don't really want to drop the rest of the pond down 25%, especially after the shock recently of this. So one of the ideas I've got in my head is, because that's the return, it will just fire, when it's fired up, it will fire straight back into the pond, is to grab a pair of socks when I do it in a towel, put the sock in really quick, get a towel, dry everything, make sure everything's ready, put the glue on, stick it on, hope and hope and hope that that little tiny drip, drip, drip doesn't cause a problem. If it does, it is what it is and we'll have to deal with it. But at the minute, I can't see any other options other than dropping the water, which I haven't got time for now. Yeah, I was really confident that Bungo, but he's let us down. But we'll be El Bungo when we're done, so. It is what it is. Hi guys, and welcome back. Guess what? I've done it. I've gone and smashed it. Or not smashed it, because that sounds bad. It sounds like it's broke. I've put the pipes together. Look at that. Looks like a twin exhaust, or some type of twin exhaust, some big bore twin exhaust coming off there. I love it. I love the way it looks. It's not perfect. I ain't a pipe fitter. And also, there isn't water going through yet, but I absolutely love it. I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to show you what I've done. I'm sorry that I couldn't record it going through. Here's the evidence. I got some of that WD-04 on my fingers, like you always do, and now I'm going to be peeling this off for days. But on a whole, absolutely buzzing. Like I say, I would have loved you to have seen it. And if there is anything that you see that could have been better, you just say and comment, because other people might read it and learn from that experience. That's what it's all about, guys. Nothing's perfect, but I think it's perfectly good enough for me. The proof is not in the pudding yet. WD-04, which I say again, I want that to completely cure with the fish still being in the pond before I initiate it. So I'm going to leave it a good few hours, of which I've not got no time over the weekend. Still feeling absolutely blown away with the support that you guys have given me. The comments, I had like something like over 200 comments on it, and 100% good people, 100% supported, great people. People even offer me fish for free, and I can't accept that, I'm sorry. But you're all lovely, wonderful, great people who help inspire me on my journey. I know there'll be a troll at some point, but trolls can do what the trolls like. Right, so I keep waffling on, don't I? I keep talking too much. Shut your trap, John. Right, let's get this over here. Let's show you what I've done without my big fat ugly nodder in the way. Okay, firstly, that's what I over purchased. Didn't need that, so I'm gonna have some money left for some fish. That's where the Nexus used to be. Okay, that's where we had the leak, but it sorted itself out. As you can see, because I'm not a 100% glue master flex, I have got some on the side there, but more is more in every case of the word. The big pipe coming out, coming across, coming in and coming up. Only just managed to squeeze a little nibble on the end there to get that in that boot. Then we've got this one suspended with the cable ties anchored by the immensely heavy block, and then we've got it going into a female, which is always good, down to here, 90-degree bend into there, into the pump. That was from here on was previous work, so I just hope that I didn't damage that en route to moving this across here. And that's it, guys. So like I say, I have absolutely loved doing that. I think it's only took me a couple of hours, so I'm beltingly happy. Like I say, the proof is not in the pudding yet. We aren't running water through, but yeah, I think you'll agree, it looks aesthetically brilliant. It's created a lot of space around here. If I can just wiggle myself out of it for a second. Okay, so I think there you can see we are got some belting space, and like I said, I'm going to get some refunds on some of these bits and pieces. There's nothing else really to say other than we've got to wait until it's cured, and when it's cured we're all good. Hopefully we're all good, fingers crossed. But you know what it's like in this hobby, you don't know how good a job it is until the water's running through it. So I cut my teeth on the Tempest, and now I've done the back part, and if that goes right, I'm going to feel like the ultimate warrior, baby. But no, honestly, I'm feeling very good at the minute, and I'm loving putting this out. I'm gonna literally rush to put it out because I want you guys to see that I'm not wallowing in my own self-pity. The giraffe neck is up, the chin is up, and we're ready to rock and roll again and get back on the gravy train of just pure enjoyment and stuff like that. Like I say, the good, the bad, the ugly. But well, yeah, the good is this, the bad was the other day, and the ugly is this. So happy days. On that note, peace out. Okay guys, off we go to the back of the pond. In fact, one second, we'll have a little walk past. You can see here, that is my aeration on full, just unnecessarily bubbling away like a hot tub. Too much, that, too much for me. Can't even see the fish, look. Can just about make out there, what's it called, Ed, because he's orange. Okay, right, so as you know, we have set everything up. Everything is sealed, but we're going to let the water run now. Okay, so this is the part where it's a little bit nervy. Okay, so we can see there, the first thing I'm going to do is turn the 4-inch ball valve. The water's going to shoot up here to the new two sealed joints, across the top to the new 2 sealed parts there and the rubber boot, and then into the Nexus. Okay, so then what it'll do is when it reaches here, it'll come up there into the middle chamber, around and around, through the middle, out to the outer chamber, and when it does that, or maybe slightly before that, I will release this valve on the 1.5-inch return and this valve on the 1.5-inch return. The good news is I've taken the bung out, which was quite funny actually, because it made a funny noise when it came out, and I wish I videoed it. And the tricky part here, as you can see right up to it, is sealed. Okay, so while we're down here, I'll put you further away from me, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Fingers, toes, everything, head, if you can, crossed. Bad start, I need 2 hands, 1 second. Okay, we'll go. Water. I'm seeing no leakages, Yes! Looking good. Fucking, oh, full start. That was just, I forgot to turn the, 2 things. Okay, so that was dramatic, because I forgot to turn the valves off at the bottom. The water comes spurting out, which made me panic because I seen it flying everywhere. I think the water is returning to here now. Let's just open up these ball valves. Open. And open. Just seeing the water there pumping around. Just having a good gander. I can see a dot of water there, but I don't think that's from anything. I don't know what that's from. I think we've got success, you know. Okay guys, so that was a bit of a moment. Basically what happened is, because I've left the valve open there feeding out to the drain, and that other valve, it dropped all the water that was coming into there, dropped the water in the pond, which meant that it was sucking air through the skimmer round there, up there, and making a dramatic noise that I didn't figure out quick enough. I figured it out, but the pond water's dropped a little bit down, so I'm just re-topping it up. On a super positive note is we are not leaking anywhere, man. Haha. Yes, absolutely loving it. So yeah, it looks like it's been a success. Early doors, but fingers crossed. You can sort of see here, in fact, let me pop you up in the sky so you can see the room. Look at that. Lots and lots of room there where, sorry I came a bit closer, I invaded your personal space. There's lots of room where we can get this container in now, so hopefully over the next few days we'll just keep monitoring that, and it should go good once it's re-topped up, and then we can start looking at this area and readdressing it, maybe getting rid of some of the bushes and getting this hot tub over in that direction so it's out the way of the container when it comes. But all in all, we have sealed pipe work. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this upbeat little video and watching an amateur learn about sealing pipes, baby. Onwards and upwards. Chin up, guys. Thank you for the support.